Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Wednesday House Tours with me, a Carrot. This week we're on Dominion side, so I'm on my little Chua here, Melancholy, the sad Chua. With Geeks of Nexus holding their housing competition, in fact, the deadline is this Friday, so you just got a couple more days to go before you have no more time to enter that competition. But I figured this would be a good opportunity to maybe sneak a peek at some of those. Hey, Nilly, and hey, Samson. Glad you guys could join us. Um, I don't know if Geeks of Nexus is planning to film any of these tours that they're going to be doing while the judges are going around the next couple of weeks. So I thought, well, I'll just take a peek at some of the places. I'm not going to be able to hit all of them today, but we're going to hop to a few of them. So today we're going to be starting with Ciara Samaris's place called Kellerkinder, and from what I understand, that means like um, basement children or child's basement or something like that. I guess it's a German word, I'm not sure, but it kind of reminds me of the Flemish word. But anyway, so we will start here, and I hope you guys enjoy. I'm just going to do a real quick reload. I've been sitting here for a little bit, so the little spastic stuff's going on already. It's been a long while since I've been here because this has been up for quite a bit of time, and I'm likely to get lost. And it's dark, and that doesn't help me any at all. So we'll just see what we can find in here. Um, this appears to be like a sewer drainage or whatever. You got the water in the tunnels here. I don't know if it actually leads to anything in particular. Like I said, it's been a while, so. Um, Interesting little guard shacks or something. Again, it's really dark. It's hard to see. It looks like there's some little tunnels on the side here, so we're going to have to do some investigating. Um, I've been to several of Samaris's houses before, and there are always little nooks and crannies. So, again, if I miss any, I do apologize. Here's a nice little makeshift. I don't know what that's called. It looks like a ride, but then it's more like some kind of where they're using it to transport the containers. Why you wouldn't want to ride along with that, I'm not sure, but it's a really nifty little makeshift thing. Custom built. I say makeshift most of the time in the beginning, and everybody else said, "You mean custom built?" I was like, "Well, that's kind of the same, isn't it? You make it up yourself." So this looks like it's some kind of storage area where they've got all of their food containers, fuel, who knows what. I like the impression that there's an extra area back here with the faux gate. It's really a good way to help kind of make your home look a little bigger than it really is by giving those faux doors. And we went to a place, I think it was last week, that had some great examples of a variety of ways that you can set up your door. You know, just about anything will work. Here it looks like it's a lounge area. It's got some places for people to eat, sit, drink, like some armor and such vendor. You get some weaponry and stuff. Maybe this is where the boss sits. Calculates all his monies from the purchases. I don't know. I've had a lot of people say that they appreciate me, you know, kind of giving descriptions as I go, but I have to be honest, half the time, or most of the time probably, I'm guessing, just based on what I see and how it's set up. I don't always get it right though. I have been corrected more than once. Some little makeshift beds. I don't know, for the workers, for visitors. This is really bright. So I guess it's like the bar where they come and hang out after they've finished loading and unloading all their little dock bits. There's a door here. I see, this is where I'm going to get lost. I'm going to forget where all I've been. Let's see, did I already come in here? Did I shut the door? I'm already lost. No, this is different. Okay. Let's see. Pretty sure this, no, not the wall, the tunnel here. The tunnel. I love these little bits, but wow, I can get so confused so easy. It's embarrassing and horrible. And I like this. It's not actually usable, but it's a really nifty way, again, of adding an extra kind of, an impression that there's more to it. Hey there, planet. Welcome to the stream. But it looks like vintage beer mugs for the handles to use as the little steps going up to the thing there. I like those little touches. Those always catch my eye. It's fine if you don't do custom building with little details like that. I've seen lots of people make some really fantastic looking homes. They're cozy, comforting. They have all the, expected items, bathroom, kitchen, all that kind of thing. But it's those little extras that really drive it for me. I don't know, like there's a bunch of hobos that live in this tunnel area, but I like the tubes. If there's lots more going on. Nice way of giving a peek downstairs. When we first got these tunnel pieces, I knew there was going to be a lot of tunnel builds and things, and I was not disappointed. Like so many different little rooms. Trying to remember where I've been, where I haven't been. Uh-oh, I don't want to go down yet. Here. Nice use of trash. I wish we would get more little paper pieces, posters and things that we could hang up and use as little. Wow. Another little living quarters. This one's a little bit more decorated. I like the bunk beds. That's a really nice way of handling it with the walls there. Let's see. That one going down too. That one's going down too. Let's stay up. More tubes, sleeping bags all over. Like a generator thing or something. Come on, open sesame. Okay, I'm back to where I started, so I made a circle, I guess. Let me try and find, let's see, do I want to go back down? No, I don't want to go here yet. I know where that leads. I'm pretty sure anyway. I hope so. We'll come back to that, I promise, eventually. Let's see, let's go down this one. Here we go. Little creepy, another creepy tunnel with eggs. Ugh. Right into a hot springs. Another good example of how someone's been able to build over a fab kit and make it look very unique, different to everybody else's. I mean, you see tons of people with the hot springs, but not very many think to put these nasty Dominion containers in here that's all leaky and contaminating, and it's a nice touch. Here's an outhouse fab kit right in the middle there. Let's see. Yeah, there's a tunnel going up. Ow. Okay, did we come out of here? Okay, this is where we were. I think that's where we come in. See, let me see. Whoops. Keep running into the wall. Yeah, here's something different. I believe this is another fab kit. I honestly don't know the name of it. I forgot. Like I said, I don't tend to use fab kits myself, so I'm not as familiar with most of them. Looks to be one that's related to Far Side, because it has these little doohickeys here that, yeah, it's a Far Side biome, I guess. Do these go anywhere? Let's see. Nothing up there. I hate to miss anything that she might have put up in here for us to look at. Yay! Whoop, let me see. Let me just make sure. Yeah. Going up another tunnel. Okay, I think I came through here before. Yeah. So it's all interconnected, and that's, to me, I find that amazing that they can do that, because I would think it would be very difficult to keep everything connected and not have anything kind of get squished off and just to make sense of it as you're building it, because that's I don't think I could do that very well. Now, the trick will be, can I figure out how to get back to that one place that I promised I would return to? Let's see. That's the toilet. So bad in here. He's politely lit the way here, so for us goobers that have trouble running around in the place. Let's see. Was it this way? No, not the flag. Yeah, I'm already lost again. Ah. Okay, not here. Maybe it was down this other tunnel. Or did I already come, did I come up this tunnel? Yeah, I think I come up that one, so let's go down this one. Well, that one's going up. Now I'm really confused. Oh gosh. I'm so sorry, I can't find my way back. Okay, where are we? Oops. That's the main hangar part. That's the, I guess I'm just backtracking the way I came. So bad. Now I'm stuck. Get out of there. Oh boy. I think that's the way we came in. I'm just gonna spend the whole time looking for the door again. Probably should have just taken the advantage of going to it the first time I found it. Get up in there. No, go in the hole. Where's the hole? Wow. Come on, don't get stuck. There we go. Again, I'm back to where I was. How in the heck did I get so lost? I was doing so well too, wasn't I? Let's see. Go back up. I was so confident I could find my way. Of course, Samson knows how lost I get down these things. Terrible. I know. Oops. Okay. The thing, and go into this tunnel. Okay. Where do I go? Doing the little laggy thing again. Let me reload real quick. I can do it. I promise. Wait, did I miss this one? Oh man. Okay. Let's try this one most here. Oh, I found it. It was so simple. I just that was behind the statue in case that confused you with all the camera flipping around. Once you find this green statue, just go behind it and look for the wolf flag. And that will take you to the main home, which is really the prize. Yes, Samson, I know I get lost all the time. It's embarrassing. It's like the jumping. I'm really awful at that. Anyway, Samaris has like gone above and beyond with use of glass and a lot of intriguing uses of particular decor. Like this is I believe this is the Dominion the bed. That's the bottom of it. It has this really strange gold pattern on it. But I love all of these little glass details, and they went ahead, you know, when you have certain items directly overlapping each other, you get weird little texture patterns that most of the time we don't want, but they've allowed it to show and use that as part of the decoration. So you have this nice striped effect that, and you'll see that in other places too. But here's a super small kitchen, but you know it suits it just well. You know, the little details and a lot of interesting little bits. And like I said, they've really gone above and beyond with the glass. So like here's some glass shelves on this nice stone kind of cabinet. Even it went to the trouble of adding doors or whatever. They've got the Chua cups as the handles and the metal edged wooden pieces here. Here's a nice table with the glass top. I've seen this a couple of places. A lot of times I've seen them use the weeping fountain as the base because it kind of like looks like the little guys on it are kind of holding it up, and they'll just put either a few squares or just one square of glass. Typically they use the framed one, but I don't think the colored ones come in a frame. I'm not sure, but it kind of goes nice with the coloring of the poster that they have there. Another really dramatic feature is, of course, their little pond here inside the house. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I suspect that it's mostly glass and the little like pulsating blue bits. I think that's the Eldon holographic relic thing. But it appears they've got several of those. And for anyone that wasn't around when there was a little bit of a, I wouldn't say it was a glitch, but they changed how we can claim that particular item. In the beginning, you could claim it multiple times and have multiples of these on your property. And now you can only have one. They're now considered unique. However, those that had claimed them multiple times before, as long as they don't crate them, they can use them. And that's why they were able to do this. You can see there's several pulsating little bits in a few different locations rather than just one. So that's an advantage for them. So other people probably wouldn't be able to pull this off exactly like this, but it's a really nice thing. And of course, there's the Blue Lounge light table as the waterfall. I'm positive when the new water decor comes available on live, a lot of people will be upgrading their water features that they have so far. Did their best to simulate. So it should be exciting to see what everyone comes up with. I don't know if they're just going to keep it on what they got and then just incorporate the new stuff, or they're going to redo it completely. But this is a really nice, elegant looking, one of my favorite ponds, and it happens to be indoors. And then of course here's this, again, they've just gone through a lot of using items in different ways. You've got the ornate container things, I don't remember the name exactly, topped with a little bit of glass, and it carries that gold coloring through, very dominion-y. And here's again an example of the texture when you have multiple items overlapping. Usually people want that gone, and they want it to look like the solid surface of the main one. So you end up having to shrink or offset things just a little bit so that hides that texture. But this person went ahead and just left it in, and it's become part of the design, which is, you know, handy because then they don't have to worry about resizing things and all of that kind of thing. Here's the bathroom. Cute little stall area. And then, of course, this little lounge area to enjoy the pond. And if you look up, you can see there's all sorts of stuff going on as well. Lots of glass patterns, just mind-boggling, trying to figure out, make it look nice and as if it came as one piece. That's what's crazy for me. Again, more of the glass overlapping into special patterns. And then they use the glass as the staircase as well. It's hard to get a good shot showing all of it. See, there's the Eldon thing. It's got that blue stuff, and they've used it a couple times downstairs in the little pond. An amazing use of this little cutout in this particular, I guess it's a cozy Chua house. Setting it up as the open hearth, and adding in some little terrarium kind of things on either side, like a far side version, and then you got like a, I don't know, mall grave on the other side. Really nice job. A lot of items. You got obsidian rock. You've got the Chua pillars here. I think it's I want to say it's either the Dominion pillars or some such. Yeah, I think it's Dominion. The fence. I don't know if it's the ornate fence. That's the name of it, but it's just tucked in there to give you just the wire. Breaking floors for the stony bits. They even went to the trouble of adding a vent for all that smoke and stuff to get out. Fill in the little shelves. And then they've got this little area here, but look at the floor. How awesome is that? You know, here's like one piece, and then just overlapped it and just come up with this nice little design. Almost Asian in feel, to me anyway. But lots of glass, lots of stuff going on. Then here we have the little like bedroom cubicle thing, cozily lit. And then on the opposite side is another bathroom feature. This would be like, I guess, the private bath, and the one downstairs, public one. Is it Grannock? It might be. I thought the Grannock one was the one with the brown with the like strings of rope and stuff. I could be wrong about that though. And then you got the double banners as a curtain for the shower. A little proto-star squeaky thing. I'm trying to get a look at the shower head up there. Just one of the like Chua tanks. but really nice. I love this place. And like I said, it's one of those that's entered into the competition, so folks have their work cut out for them when you compare it to all of this crazy, crazy stuff. But, you know, awesome too. I'm trying to get some good shots just overall. Look at that floor. It's just nuts. So that's Ciara Samaris's Kellerkinder. And let's mark that off so pick it up again. Again, we're just touring a few of the homes that are in the Geeks of Nexus housing competition today. And we are on the Dominion side. So next we're going to visit Prim Pram. I guess I should be typing these in chat just in case people want to come and check them out themselves. More than welcome. Anywho, this one is called Prim's Kleiner Tierpark. Now, when I first saw the name, I just assumed it was one of those, you know, 50-50 places, and then all you come and all you see is like a bunch of mining and relic bits and stuff. But I was happily surprised that this was not the case here. I mean, it probably has some fab kits, but it's not really what I thought it was. It's more like a little amusement park, and they've nicely laid out the path. I mean, here's the arrow, it says start here, so we're going to follow the dots and just see what we see. I haven't been through the whole thing. Here's like the little ticket booth, and why there's an eyeball selling the tickets, I'm not sure, but that definitely not the usual. But so you get your little pamphlets and you pay your money and you get some drinks, and he's even brought his little kid with him. So it's one way if you don't want to populate your place with a lot of players, maybe it's not specifically set out for RP, then plushies are a great way of kind of simulating that. You have Mr. Tin Can walking past the little aquarium here. Like some little shellacs, whatever they're called. Hey, Pawn, no, I'm not going to PvP. You know the answer to that question. By the way, Samson, how's the hand? Samson broke his finger. Falling off the bike. I like this little winter scene. And you got the Skeech family checking it out. See what else? What else we got? Oh, here's a bigger. Maybe it's like got Shamu in it or something. It's got, I don't know what it is. I think it's the sunfish plushie. But you don't find those too often. I like he's holding the little balloon there. Having a fun time. Here's some creepy strain stuff in a cage. Be careful, Mr. Tin Can. Here's a little waste bucket. Not a banana in it. And it's just simple little things, but you know what it's supposed to be, and that's really what matters. But even though this one isn't like Super Space Station and all that kind of stuff, but I like the theme. You don't see these too often. Here's a little pin of WildStar with their lunch bucket. It looks like they need to do some more grazing. It's kind of overgrown over there. Well, I'm glad it's not hurting as much. You just kind of drugged up. Is that why it doesn't hurt? At least you didn't have to get a cast, but I hope it doesn't take too long to heal up. I don't know how much it takes for a finger. Let's see, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. I think it's supposed to represent maybe, like you go to an animal park and they've got like these little things where you can like put in a little bit of money and you get a little bit of food, and you can give it to them. I think that's what that's supposed to be. I could be wrong. Um, it says like don't feed the critter, but I think that's what that's supposed to be, like little pieces of meat or something. I don't know. That's what I'm going to pretend that it is. Again, another little the couple checking out the critters. Here's a little, I don't know what that is, little habitat. Oh, look, he's got like a little ladder, like lops and all sorts of little things in there. I think they've been breeding. There's quite a few in there. And they even got like a little house and stuff. I'm going to get down in here and get a little. Got his water dish. Oh, it's so cute. Little house. Or I think those are boulderbacks or something. Ah, thank you, Samson. Samson says that Clanner Tier Park means little zoo. I should know that. Clanner. I just don't like translating too much if I'm not sure, because I'm liable to say it means one thing and it really doesn't. Oh, look at the little poor. That's kind of a cute way of trying to make it look like there's some water coming into the thing. I've seen a few use like the kitchen sinks with the little drip, and they'll find a way to use that. But this is a good way of doing it, the little sparking water. A different way of approaching that little problem. I want some of these without the things poking in them, of course, but I want the little carrots. I want a bowl full of carrots on my kitchen countertop. Here we have a little refreshment booth. No beer here. Of course, it says beer, but it's not serving beer. I don't think many people drink beer with a straw. Anywho, got the little lap party going on, and then this one doesn't look too friendly. He's even in like chains and stuff. That's pretty bad. A little eating area. Oh, now look at this. They've done some nifty little bits with like a sandwich with the little toothpick in it, like that. Mr. Protostar is visiting. Probably like the inspection guy, making sure everything's up to snuff. That's like the whole little food court area, apparently. Let's see what we got here. Oh, now how adorable is this? I'm going to reload real quick because it's starting to bog down again. But it looks like a little children's park. You got your swing, Chua pillows with some of the decking pieces. Yeah, just ignore them. And the hanging chains. And then you've got a little picnic table for the parents, and the little kids have their little sandbox with a little shovel and bucket going on. Little teeter-totter. How cute is that? I'm not sure why they've got little guns or something sticking on there. It looks like they're going to shoot at each other or something. And then the little, like, monkey bars kind of thing. And that's just 3 ladders stuck together. But, you know, it looks, you think, well, that's so simple. But, you know, most people don't. Whoops. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Just a minute. Whoops. Completely went off. Hold up a second, guys. Let me see if I can get that to come back up. We were so rudely interrupted. Yeah, the swing set was cute. We are coming back on eventually. Here we go. Now, where were we? That was Prim Pram. Now, if it tells me he doesn't exist, I'll be mad. It does that sometimes. That's why I always have to have extra names on reserve because it gets so. Okay, let me see if I can catch up where we left off. But I hate that little glitch of it saying this player does not exist, and I'll be like standing right next to them and I can't go to their house because it's telling me that. It's like, I know it's not true. They're right here. Okay, so back to the little playground area. And the sandbox itself is just some more of the decking pieces used. Tucked it down, but it works well. Well, actually, I think that it might be the railing that's sunk in there specifically. That's a really cute little park. Let's see, what else we got here? Of course, there's the Ferris wheel ride. It's impressive, but you know, it's not something that they just had to plop that down in there. There's a little greenhouse. Now, so many people usually use their garden fab kit, and then they build something around it for that. But you know, something like this is just as good. You've got pumpkins and all the little necessities. Maybe he's getting ready for Halloween, Shades Eve. Gonna carve his pumpkins. Yeah, a lot of people are excited about the Shades Eve. Which, by the way, if you're wanting to check that out on the PTR, now's the time to do it because the closed beta phase 1 is going bye-bye this evening, I think. I think it's, yeah, 10 a.m. PDT time, so that's 7 p.m. CEST time. Going bye-bye, and it'll be down for like 15 hours or so. And then we'll be officially into the closed beta phase 2. Oh, I have no idea about that pawn. Pawn's asking how to open a bottle, a wine bottle with no corkscrew. I don't know. I've seen people, you know, go and pull it out with their teeth, but I don't know if that's very good for your teeth or anything. Here's a little, it's got like a balloon vendor. That's cute. And they actually had to take the time to tilt these balloons so that they're a little bit better spread because they actually come in straight up and down, and you have to manually rotate them off a little bit just to get them to. I know that from experience. But and of course, you know, you can have a park thing without some little gardens. I like the way they've just made some little different shapes here, triangles. Or maybe it's a star shape. And then they've got all of these little medical things, which really you don't want to see that at a park because then it's like, how dangerous is this place? Samson, I don't think he wants. I think he wants to be able to drink it afterward, not just throw it at the ship. But yeah, this is a little unnerving that so many people would be like injured here. I don't know. Oh, look, why is it always the carrot on the table? Why aren't they the doctor or something? They're always sick or got a knife in them or there's like some sacrifice going on. Here's a lot of people use these posters as little magazines. It's really good. I've seen them used as book covers, which is another clever idea. I think this is just the fab kit here. I'm just checking to see if they've added anything besides the speaker here. Doesn't look like it. And then you've got this little shady element going on back here. Little cards and stuff. So now we can go inside and see what's hidden in this little drake. Well, here's a little picnic. Here we have, I guess, I'm not sure if it's meant to be like the owners of the place, their little private home, or if it's meant to be like for the public to come. Kind of looks like the public because they've got so many chairs and stuff, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Well, good luck with that, Fawn. I hope you don't hurt yourself trying to open that bottle. Fun use of books for staircase here. I like that. And pretty open bedroom area. That's why I think it's more of a personal home. Here's a lovely little sewing kit, sewing machine thing. Repairing a bra with, I don't know what I guess it's supposed to represent a button. But this is a really fun use of this contraption here. It's one of those Protostar, I don't know, generator or something. Oh, I'm getting that thing where my nose is itching again. Like maybe I'm going to have company or something. But really nice use of this machine because it looks like it's, you know, kind of like doing its thing, and then they've added on some extra bits. I really don't know what they're using for all of those little bits, but trying to get a good. Looks like a part of a Hugel picture frame, maybe. I don't know. Really tough to say. Did it work? But it's a really nice idea. They got all these little fabrics and buttons and bows and things. Oh, look, they even dressed up the shirt with a bow. That's nice. I wish they'd give us some more clothes and stuff too. You know, there's tons of things I want added, but little doodads like that. I'm not even going to ask about that. And here's a lovely spiral staircase. I suspect, I'm not for sure, but I suspect they used Katya's builder toolkit for this because that would just be a pain in the rear to try and do manually. And look at that, how cool. Reminds me of something, but I'm not quite sure what it reminds me of. I really love that staircase. I think I even took some screenshots of it when I first came to this house. I was like, well, that's so nifty, I'm gonna borrow it someday. Yeah, just, you know, the personal collection of goodies, taking all these little things. You know, not everybody wants to build a spaceship or a spaceport, and you know, this is a good way to use up those ships that we keep getting from the ship hands and stuff. Or, correction, soon to be expeditions. It's confusing when they change the terminology of the stuff. You're so used to saying ship hand, and now they're going to change it. And I just, you know, I'm easily confused anyway. So, okay, so that's Prim's Clanner Tier Park. I think I got all that, like a mouthful. Let me mark that one off the list here. And now we're going to go to, I hope I'm saying this right, Faitha Freeman. You too, Pawn. Have a good night. Faitha So this one is called Apple Door. Um, I wasn't sure what to expect here. Reminds me of like Dumbledore or like an apple orchard or some such. I don't know. So we'll just take you around and you can decide for yourself what exactly it is. Reminds me of like a nature park. Um, just all kinds of like water features. There's like ponds here, lots of greenery. They're using like the ruby-eyed thinkers and the stepping stones that you get from Starcon Basin and the swirly rocks and things like that. And of course, when I first came here, I was like, man, I want to go into the green stuff, but they've got it all glassed off. So you're kind of meant to, I don't know, you're not allowed to go off into it. You see they've got it all encased. It's like teasing you. Look at all these nifty features and waterfalls and stuff, and you want to go out and play with it, but is it pronounced Faith? Looks like Faitha. It's almost like the FIFA, like the football stuff. Well, I apologize if that's not how you say it. Anyway, this happens to be over top of the, I think it's the low grav pad kit. So you just kind of pop yourself up and, you know, do better aim than me, of course. So we go on to the first level and you get a little bit of a bird's eye view of all of the area here. Got like a little walkway there and got some flowers in his eyes. I'm sure that's to help cover up the ruby eye so it doesn't distract you too much. I don't know if there's plans that they will be adding something to this. I imagine they're pretty full on their limit of decor. While it doesn't look like a whole lot's going on here, it takes up a lot of decor count just adding in all of these extra little doodads and stuff to make it look as natural as you can. I know there's a ramp here that leads us down, but we're gonna revisit the launch pad here and do a double jump. Get us all the way to the tippy top. And you can see they've been experimenting as the homeowner before. Experimenting with designs and shapes with the glass. And Nilly says that they're talking to the owner in Skype and that yes, indeed, they aren't finished with it. So we'll probably eventually come back to visit this place to have a look. But I just like so much of it, especially the landscaping. I'm horrible at landscaping. I'm currently working on a project where I'm having to do a little bit of that, and I'm worried that they're not going to be happy with it. But look at that waterfall there. How awesome looking is that? And again, I'm sure they will do some reworking when the new pieces come out. But to be able to come up with stuff like this before we have that available, that's really amazing. So back down we go, and just one hop. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. And then we go down to the glass tunnel. You get a little closer view of the water fountain there. Now, I know of a way to get out to the exterior, but we're going to hold off on that for now, I think. Yeah, I can see there's like glass here and all that, but we'll go gallivanting around outside a little bit more in a bit. Let's go into the interior. And I am guessing this is going to become a nice hot spot for some of our role players on Dominion side. It looks to be like a bar. And even though there's lots to be doing, I'm already impressed with a lot of the things that they're putting together, like the cushioned stools. All it is like cylinder pieces, the solid ones, and then they've added the chairs on top. But what's clever is these chairs are functional so that they inset it. It looks like something different, but people can still sit on it. How cute is that? That's a good way of doing a makeshift chair, because usually when I do a chair, it's with pieces that you really aren't, you can't interact with them as if they are a chair. Um, Maybe I should start tucking in a chair inside it, but then it'd probably be like a problem where it would sink down inside whatever I made. I don't know. It's kind of weird. And then here's the little bar. And it's always fascinating to see people using these obsidian rocks as furniture. Here's like, it's got the countertop here. But look at that, the Coke machine, the beer machine or drink machine or whatever you want to call it. It's awesome. All I can say, it's awesome. Can't get real close to it. I'm standing on it now. I'm sullying the machine with my feet. I can get. But it looks like a pane of glass, probably some posters. The posters, if you're looking for something metal and you don't want to use all those with the like texture on it, those travel posters are wonderful. They're great for sleek kitchen cabinetry, bathroom stuff, any of that kind of stuff would be just awesome. Yeah, I've done that before too, Nelly. It's just, I don't know, it's tricky to find the little quirky things that work and don't work. Look at all those glasses though. That's a lot of decor count just making those, setting all that glasses up. And then they got the little tray with the dirty ones in it. So I imagine, you know, I figured this will end up being a really snazzy Dominion hangout place, little Appledore bar. Great way of suiting up the bunker house as well to look totally different than what you would expect. Just freaky what people can do. So yeah, like I said, we'll probably be visiting Appledore again somewhere down the road. I just get too googly-eyed and gotta take a look ahead. I can't help it. Okay, so I'm gonna cheat here a little bit. They may not like me doing this, but I'm gonna go look anyway. I just have to show. It may cost me my Chewa's life. Oh, see? Like, he's trying to commit suicide there. There we go. So we're out in the wild. I wanted to get a closer look at the waterfall. Doing the laggy thing again. Let me reload. There we go. And as far as I can tell, it's basically a couple of the ruby-eyed thinkers. The mouth is kind of like got jagged teeth and it's kind of inset. So if you were to make it really big enough, I think you could probably walk into it. I'm not sure if there's like actual collision there. But they're using that as like the shape of the waterfall coming down. And then of course, you have the blue flare. The only irritation with the blue flare is the actual little glowy light thing. If we could get rid of that, just have some, it would be nice if we just had some effects decor, you know, just like a placeholder that we can see as we're editing, but when it's set in place and it's, you know, done, then you don't see all the little weird stuff. You just see the smoke effect, or, you know, that would be a good way of being able to allow us to make like things like if we want like a steaming bowl of soup on a table or something, we don't always have to use this day glow flamey thing and not always easy to use because it's, you know, got that long pipe thing. It just, I don't know. There's little things I would love for them to add, but I don't know what they're using for the bluish part. I'm assuming it's either um, the bridge monitor, because it's pretty big and blue, or maybe some tiny crystals, but I think it's the former. Um, but again, extensive use of the, yeah, see there's his mouth, jaggedy bit. So I imagine they're going to incorporate some way of actually purposefully getting down here, and you can have a look at some of this stuff. The only thing I'm worried about with the new water decor, here's another little waterfall type of thing, is the opacity of it, with like the winding river. The glass here is pretty clear, so you, even with the coloring on the edges and stuff, and as you layer it up, you can still see the grass and the ground and things beneath. So people can, you know, lay out little fish and things like that. I don't know if the, I didn't really play around too much with using the river in that way. So I don't know if they're really visible or if you're only going to be able to like see the top of it if it's sticking out of the water or something like that. It's going to be fun to see what people can come up with those new bits. So that's Faith Freeman's apple door. Really nifty, and more to come, I'm sure. Got the little mound there. Okay, last house for today is going to be Marshall Sentenza's place. Oops. Sentenza. Oh, for crying out loud, it's not going to let me. Of course. Gonna see if I can get it to pop up in the random. There's Primprams. I was running through here earlier and was getting it to come up quite a bit, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I can get it to pop again. This is one of those things. See, there it is. It tells me it's not there, but he's there. Weird. Anywho, I came across this house a few weeks ago, and they were basically just starting on putting in the furnishings. And I've been spying on it pretty regular, and of course I saw that they had entered the housing competition, so I was like, yes, I've got to come and take a look. And so that's what we're doing now. It's a fully custom built home. I'm not even sure if they have a hatch house. I assume they do. I guess it's covered by one of these trees or rocks or something. But I love all of the things they've done in here. So here we've got this little tree house. And how cute is the little rope bridge? They've used the colorful lights as the rope part, and just added in some 2x4s for the little steps, and then secured it with chains. It's a really, I think it's one of the best homemade little bridges I've seen, aside from the ones that use the chua netting pretty cleverly. Well, here's like a little tree house, little hangout spot. Just adorbs. I like these little things. Then out here we've got just some covering for some of the fab kits that they've got. You know, the crafting station here and a little shed. Just the tiki roof with some of the decking pieces and pillars for the corners. Simple but effective. It's cute. I mean, you could actually build a house that looks like this, you know, if you wanted. Then we have a really sweet looking little gazebo out here. Got a bell-shaped roof. Really hard to get a good shot of that. It's using the hoverboard pieces, whatever it's called. I don't know how many pieces that is. I think it's the dome and then a couple of the hover park pieces to make the little fluted end. Thanks, Nilly, for dropping by. And then there's a plate inset to give it a little coloring. But this is where they come and grill their food. We've got, just little seating out here. Curved glass for the railing and edges here. And of course the little rock path. Now out here, I think it's like I guess it's for someone that wants to play soccer. Here's a little soccer ball and they got the netting. Simple, but you know what it is, and someone wants to set up a gym or something, or like a playground for a school, that would be an ideal little setup. I'm going to go around to the front, come at it from the proper direction. But I absolutely love this house. Look at the old-fashioned, I don't know what kind of architecture that reminds me of, but got the thatched roof, and so it's got like older pieces, older feel to it, and then it's got like these newer, like fancier. I mean, you got the glass roof here and the dome-ish part. A really clever build. I don't know if they've reached their cap limit. I assume so. Here's a nice little swing using the Draken shelf and some hanging chains. Reloading again. And even have the little shutters for the windows. Just getting some nice, trying to show as much of the outside as I can in a nice way. He calls it Anwesen Sentenza. I don't know if that means anything in particular. Again, just don't know. Come on, open. Open, let me in. So right off the bat, got like a nice little bay window. I'm standing on the plushie. There's a little glass of wine there. A pretty view of the yard. Shelf here. Another type of little bay window thing. The only thing I think that there isn't any glass here, because we don't have any curved shape. It's flat. I don't know how else to say that. But a nice view of the backyard if they want to watch the kitties play or the grown-ups play. Could be either one. Nice TV room with a little shelving. Here's the kitchen. I love the little kitchen. I couldn't tell you exactly what is being used for the cabinets. Doesn't really ring a bell, the look of it. But I like the glass shelving for the dishes here. And wow, the cupcake is really spotlighted there. Got the little spice rack. Just a simple, cute little thing, and they got, plenty of windows. You can see everything. And you'll notice the shutters are stairs. They're stairways, the shutters. Again, I don't know if they've reached their limit. I imagine it's pretty close, because I know when I did a full custom-built home myself, just building the structure itself, not adding any kind of decorations and stuff. It really went by quick on the decor count. So depending on how detailed you get and the kind of pieces you're using to add it all in. If you're just doing like large chunks with big walls and big floors, then you could probably get away with using a lot fewer pieces. But I've seen some homes that are built with just nothing but 2x4s, and then they're basically left with empty houses because they have nothing left to use for that. That, of course, will improve a little bit with the ability to buy upgrades to your housing limit in the future, but for now, it's still a thing you have to keep in mind. So here's a little, I don't know, I guess it's like a personal gym recreation area. It's got like the little sandbag here. The hangman's noose, I think. Not an easy item to come by. And you got the little porch deck area that leads you to the gazebo. Here's like his little personal computer. He's playing WildStar, of course. Just the time it took to figure out, okay, where do I want these pieces to make it look like? I don't know what style that is. Not good on the architecture. Here's a nice little aquarium. It's just a clunky fire extinguisher with various little bits of greenery inside, and then of course the plushies, aquatic plushies, like the gar and the shelark. You can see, you know, there's balcony and stuff upstairs. It's very open, nicely amount of light coming in. And the staircase is exile shelves sticked together. Kinda. Yeah, here we go. Here's a good shot. You can't do that if there's actually glass in this window, but they've left the glass out so you can kind of steek your camera, zoom it out pretty good. It's helpful to, if you're building your own home, save the roof for like the last, if you can, because it's really nice to be able to zoom out and kind of look at your wall and everything, just to kind of see how it's going before you cap it. It almost reminds me of like a ship, like an old ship that's been converted into a home. Not sure why, but that's the feeling I get. Just some little storage here, and then another balcony type of thing. Here's another good shot of the roof. And you got this little lounger thing. Oops. It's just a couple of decking pieces put together. Velcro. Camera keeps playing tricks on me. See if I can get another good shot here. Even got the chimney piece on there. I'm surprised they don't have any WildStar up here munching on that. We went to a house before that had some grass on the roof, and they had WildStars up there munching on it. Okay, back in. Fine. Here's like a little bar area. I don't know if it's, I assume this is mostly just a personal home, and you know, maybe they have, you know, friends come over. Another shot. This. And then like a little attic area. It's got like spider webs and stuff, but it's like somebody's little hangout place. The little cozy corner where they can read and have some private time. Bathroom. Nice little use of the pillar as a towel rack. Again, a little chewy tank for the shallow water. I can. Here's yet another good shot of the wall here. This is a really fun. I mean, these are all pillars that they've made this curve. They could have gotten away probably with using maybe some of the round like half curved walls, but maybe the curve itself was too strong. This was more of a slow curve, and they just couldn't use it, and they ended up using the pillars. Or maybe they just like to look at the pillar color. I think it's the Cassian one, so it's a nice metal look without all that other texture stuff on it. So that is Marshall Sentenza, his Anwesen Sentenza home. Almost a tongue twister there. Really fantastic builds. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a peek at some of the things on Dominion side. As I said, I tend to have a hard time trying to find homes that have gone to this extent on Dominion side. I don't know if it's just because there's fewer players there or what. Oh, Patience is on there. The one that, AKA Faitha or Faith or however you pronounce it, they're telling me that they're going to have to up their security measures to keep me out. But yeah, I was kind of sneaky. Yeah, I wish too. Can you tell me if you how far along are you in the decor count on that one? Because it looked pretty full. You know, I know some people think, oh, it's just a couple of plants here and there, but it really adds up. Yeah, there's always people playing. Um, I don't listen to the naysayers. But yeah, I expect we'll have a surge of new players. But there's going to be, it's just like with any other game, like when a new expansion comes out or whatever, you'll have a sudden surge of a large amount of people, and then that kind of mellows out into a moderate level. Really, I'm surprised by that. Patience says it's like 500 core outside for the Apple Door place that we visited earlier. I'm pretty surprised by that, but you know that's great too because that means you can add a lot more. I guess you would need that for the glass part where you might be adding in some bits. But yeah, definitely we'll probably be revisiting it. I just couldn't resist. You know, like I said, I have trouble finding fully complete homes of this caliber, so when I find even partial ones, I'm like, oh, I got to show it, and hopefully it will come about that they finish it and then I can show it again. But, you really need to get your Dominion buddies working and opening, because I don't know, maybe it's a lot of the fancy homes are, private and stuff. They need to open up their doors and let us trespassers in so we can admire their work. Because I really do. I have a hard time finding a lot of these homes on Dominion side. But like I said, I don't know if it's just because the player count is a little skewed in Exile's favor right now or what. Oh. So it's going to be like a gallery of sorts. That's interesting. That would be something. I think I've seen a couple of galleries, but usually it's not like custom built kind of structures. It's usually just, a book or a sword or, something like that. Well, cyber, I don't know what to tell you. Usually the only time I hear people say that they see absolutely nobody is when they were on a PvP realm. Because for sure the PvP realms, in comparison to any of the other type, just a lot of people just say it's a ghost town, but that was partly because we had problems with PvP queues and things, and there was like a mass exodus from the PvP realms over to the PvE ones. Whether that's going to go in reverse later, I don't know, but usually that's when you hear that kind of discussion, because even in the wee hours of the morning when I'm online, I will go into town and I'll still see people around. I mean, it's not like there's like thousands of players in one little section. Everybody's, off doing their own thing. So not everybody's going to be right there, but I've never had problems. Oh, yeah, yeah, patience. I can sympathize with that because even with a custom built home like this one, like Marshall's, you can't sink anything into the walls because it'll be sticking out. Unlike a prefab home, the walls, when you stick something into the wall, it's not like you have to worry about it sticking on the outside. It just sinks into it. And you can get away with a lot more things in that kind of situation. But yeah, your glass house is going to be kind of tricky, tricky. You won't be able to hide anything. We'll see it all. But yeah, it should be fun. I look forward to seeing what you come up with. You just have to be super clever, and brave. I don't know. It would be tough to kind of take on a project like that. But so yeah, that's our tours for today. Just a reminder, again, final reminder. I'll probably mention it again tomorrow anyway, but for those that are on Jabbit-EU, either Exiles or Dominion, there is a housing contest going on. It's hosted by Geeks of Nexus. The due date to submit your home is this Friday, September 4th. Um, uh, Once September 4th passes, they will not be accepting any more entries. And the judges will spend, I think it's the next 2 weeks or so, because it's on the 20th that they will be announcing the winners of that. There's lots of plat up for grabs. There's several categories, so it's not like they're just picking one winner and they take all. They're divvying it up amongst several and on both factions. So it's not going to be like it's all going to be all Exile winners or just all Dominion winners or something like that. Um, I think it's the Geeks of Nexus group that's going to be judging. Plus, they've got an outsider, kind of like an objective judge, so that people feel like they're not doing any kind of shenanigans. But that will be the due date is September 4th, and then they will be announcing the winner on the 20th during. God, my nose just will not quit itching. They will be announcing the winner on September 20th. As well, the PTR, for those of you that have been working to try out some of the new things, some of the new features, whether it be housing, any of the new gear, the new rune system, whatever. The PTR will be going down probably in about 5 hours or so. It's due to go down. It's 10 a.m. PDT time, 7 p.m. DEST time. It will be going down for a better part of a day. It's like 15 hours or something. It's going to be, it could be less, it could be longer, but that's about the average that they're estimating. Because we're going from the closed beta test phase 1 into the closed beta test phase 2. So they're going to be wiping all of the characters, all of the progress you've made, any things you've gotten from Adam and Faye, or things that you've collected from just open world stuff. All of that's going bye-bye. And I assume we're going to be like doing another PTR copy of our live character over to the PTR to see all of the goodies there. But yeah, just a heads up on that for anyone. I think that's about it. Next week we'll be viewing some exile homes. I've got a whole list of those. I've got several that I'm aiming to get to, but if for some reason there's some trouble, then I have some extras on the side. I honestly don't know if they're planning on an open beta cyber. I've heard some people, not Carbine, but I've heard some players talk about it. I think a lot of people are assuming there will be one, but I really don't know. They haven't mentioned that yet. So, I mean, they're aiming for fall, and we know that supposedly our first in-game holiday is going to be Shades Eve. So they've got to be shooting for a time before that somewhere, so that we can get that new holiday in. Unless they're just planning to do a mini patch to just include the holiday, I don't know. But so I would suspect that, they're, wanting to move it right along. I don't know if they're going to have an open one. This one, even though they call it closed beta, it's fairly open. You just have to, I mean, they're tossing out codes left and right. So, chances of you getting in is pretty high, pretty high. If I had someone come and say, hey, I'd like to have a beta code, I might could help them out with that, but it's just, you don't want to just pass them out to anybody. You want people that are going to go in and actually test. And it's not to use it as a demo, because a lot of people have been talking about, well, how come we can't have what we do on the beta transfer over to the live? It's like, well, you get all the stuff kind of like boosted and free and a lot easier than you normally would. So why would we want that to transfer over to live? So a lot of people are like freaking out because they're going to lose all their progress on beta. It's like, well, it's beta, it's just to test it. Are you actually wanting a code cyber? I mean, I just assumed you were already playing or whatever. You're not in it? Oh, is that right, Fun? Well, tell me what region you are in. Same with you, Fun. Are you NA or EU? Well, I tell you what, Cyber, you message me on Twitch, and I'll get you one. Same with you, Fun. I'll do that. Just send me a message via Twitch. You don't have to follow my channel or anything. That's not a requirement. I know a lot of people will do giveaways and stuff and say, follow my channel and all this other stuff. I'm not really in it for follows. If people choose to follow, I leave that completely up to them. But yeah, shoot me a message so that I can remember the name and everything, and I'll get you a code. I'll do that for both of you. No problem. And just be looking for that in a message. It'll probably be within the next, well, as soon as I sign off, I got some other things to do. And well, you should be able to just, let me see. Yeah, you should be able to just click on here. Hold on. Just just click on my name there, and it should bring up a little thing that says message or whatever, and just send it that way. It's like a PM system. But you both do that, and I'll be sure and get you both the code. I can do that because, you know, the more people we have in for testing, the better. Anyway, I appreciate you guys dropping by, and I hope you enjoyed checking out these homes. Hopefully, as time goes on and more players join the WildStar community, we will have more and more of these types of homes to check out. The more the merrier. I try to visit about 3 or 4 every week and alternate on the factions. So yeah, I just want to, you know, spread the love. You know, don't want to just stick with Exile side. It took me a while to get to the Dominion because I had to work on you too, Patience. Thanks for dropping by, and good luck with the house. Anyway, it took me a while to level up my Chua. He's a measly 14, and I haven't touched him since that. He's just strictly for peeking at all of these homes over here. But yeah, hopefully more and more Dominion players will take some time to kind of really jazz up their houses, because the more I can find, the better. For any of those that you've missed in the past, I archive all of my videos, not just the housing tours, but all of my junk. So you can either see those in the highlights section on my Twitch channel, or there's my YouTube channel. I have them, they are even on a special playlist. It's just the housing playlist, and then it's like the CBDC stuff and just general junk. But those links are all on my Twitch channel page. Tomorrow, which is Thursday, we will be back to Project Silverthorn. That is a project I'm working on for a guildmate. I've kind of offered my time and mania to my guildmates, saying, hey, if you have a project you'd like me to work on, let me know and we'll work something out. And so I'm currently working on building his home. It's kind of like a Orin nature-y / science lab kind of thing. It's like the nature-y part is upstairs and the science lab is down in the bunker. The first time I've really worked on a science lab, so I don't know how well it's going to go, but so far he's been really happy with it, but we'll see how that goes. But if you'd like to kind of watch and tag along while I build, some people find it boring, I'm sure, but others might find it interesting to kind of watch how someone goes from a project, you know, from start to finish. It's not just, you know, it's there. It's a kind of a continual kind of thing. Can you see my home? Yeah, you can see my home. You talking about on the Chua one? The Chua, he's just got a mouse wheel. Because I have absolutely no money on this thing, so he's got nothing. It's called the Pensive Parcel. No, my main stuff is on Exile side, so I'm just kind of slumming it in the Dominion. So yeah, he's got his little Chua wheel. Keeping fit with the. And that's it. That's his house. Like totally not amazing. People do not want to come here and take a look because there's nothing to see. Because like I said, all of my stuff is on Exile side. No, it's like a minus 10. It's pitiful, but it's because, you know, I got to building, I was just like putting out pieces, and all of a sudden it was like error, and I was like, what? And then I realized I don't have no money, so it's not like I can transfer, you know, a few plat from Exile side to Dominion. That would be cool if I could, you know, if it's like account bound or something, but no. And you know, I hate playing on alts, I really do. I've got a few, you know, they're like in their 20s, but I don't know, I don't have the patience for that, which is weird because I have the patience for the housing stuff, but I don't for the leveling. So really, all I use is my alts stuff is extra plot space for that kind of thing, for goofing around in housing. That's where all my time is spent. If I'm not building on my own plot, I'm building on somebody else's plot, or I'm looking at somebody else's plot. It's always like a vicious circle for me. That's what most of my time is doing. It's all about housing. And if I'm not doing any of that, then I'm coming up with little housing projects for my guildmates to work on. You know, I'm constantly, I'm like the housing nut, and like an addiction. I guess they need to have like Housing Anonymous or something, and I could join that. Hi, I'm Carrot. But anyway, yeah, super impressive. It's just a tin can on a big old grassy plot. And come live with the free to play, it'll be a tin can on a really big grassy plot. Yeah, I've heard a few people ask for that, especially those that are looking for ways to liven their plot up. They want to have like their alts or something connected. And with the housing communities or neighborhoods or whatever they're going to call them coming eventually down the road, people have been asking, will we be able to like neighbor up with our own alt plots and things like that? They didn't really, I don't think they shot that down completely. They just said, we're not sure. So fingers crossed that might be a possibility. I don't think it'll include like being able to see your alt walking around, but you could at least maybe have like your own little housing community set up without having to join a bunch of strangers to do it. Of course, you know, I think like for our guild, for instance, we would probably have several of our guild members team up to form a community and then use the communal plot as the guild house kind of area. But I'm just interested to see how all that's going to work. You know, how is the decor count going to work for the communal plot? Is it just taking like 500 from each of the community members and that's being used? And how does the crate work for that? I mean, when you crates, you know, send something from your inventory to your crate, it just automatically goes to your crate, whether you're on your own plot or somebody else's plot or in open world. But when the communal plot comes, how does that work? Is it going to give you an option to say you want that item to go to your personal crate and you want that item to go to the communal plot? You know what I'm saying? I don't know all the little details that they're going to work out, but it'll be interesting to see how they handle it. And they may eventually add something specifically for guild house housing, so that maybe there's even more space for specific types of plugs that only the guilds can get. I don't know. You know, rather than like on a personal plot, you can get like a portal for, say, Far Side and a portal to Celestion, but maybe for a guild plot it would be like the portal house or something, and it has like all of them all in one big plug, and it's like kind of like the little hub in Thade where you got all the ships and you have all of the portals to each zone. And maybe, you know, for a guild house, their plugin would be that functional. It would have like all of them there, and you wouldn't have to use multiple plugs to get all of these ports. You just have the one. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, that a lot of people would use it for that. My nose, I don't know what is making it itch, but it's like, I just want to pop it off and set it to the side so I don't keep itching on it. But yeah, just be checking your messages, and I will get those codes out to you very soon. But for now, I'm going to be signing off. I just want to give an extra little shout out to Chris. He left a message on the forum about how my stream kind of played a decent role in getting him to come back into WildStar. He's a returning player, and I just wanted to give a shout out to him. Apparently, he's been an avid lurker, watching the stream, not being able to chat. So shout out to Chris on that. I appreciate the compliment, and I'm just glad that you know, it's helped somebody make a decision as to whether or not they want to play the game or get back into it. And I'm glad that it did, because really that's kind of what this is all about. I just want to get the word out at how fantastic housing is. You know, not this house. This house is pretty lame, but you know, other houses are pretty fantastic, and it's such a robust system. And you know, if yeah, it doesn't matter if you're a raider or PvPer or whatever. There's always time for housing. You can sneak it in between battlegrounds, and while you're waiting for your teammates to collect for the raid, you can, you know, sneak in a little bit of housing in there too. And so yeah, I appreciate that, and I appreciate all of the follows and the views and everything, the retweets and stuff. I don't do a lot of tweeting about the stream, but when I do, a lot of people tend to retweet it for me. I appreciate that as well. Again, like I said, next week we'll have Exile tours, and tomorrow we'll be getting back to work on some projects for a guildmate. Busy working on that. I don't think I'm going to be doing any personal projects anytime soon, because I'm just kind of biding my time. Mostly I'm kind of absorbed with Thylvain's project first, but probably the end of the month or getting close to the end of September, my mains plot on Exile side will be going, it's going bye-bye. I'm going to be creating everything and starting from scratch on something new. I don't know what yet. I tend to try and go in with a plan, but I'm undecided on several things, and once I get those worked out, we'll start, you know, headlong into it. But anyway, thank you all for joining. Hope you had fun, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.